TCS was actually founded by builders in the crane market, and I actually acquired TCS 2 years ago after learning how to acquire a small business. And so when I retired from being a Green Beret, I worked as a material handling consultant, and one of my clients had introduced me to the model on how you can do that with SBA loans, and I knew right then and there that's what I was going to do. In addition to helping, others do the same. And so I had ended up starting an internship program helping others military transitioning veterans learn how to acquire businesses. But um, the company before I had acquired it, they didn't have much leadership or direction before I came in. But I can tell you what inspired me from there. All right, so the work that we do, directly impacts critical missions and the warfighter. So, given my background as a Special Forces veteran, it's not just another contract to me, right? So I'm personally invested in everything that we do, and our people are as well. So, one of the contracts that we worked on develops solutions for an incident that occurred on one of my trips in Afghanistan where several people died. And I told them I wanted our frontline workers to really understand the impact of what they're doing. And I explained the story like, hey, this is why you're doing what you're doing right here. And so that's why we really take our execution and work to just a whole nother level, right? And so fast forward like a few months, I started a vertically integrated talent management and recruiting company that's focused on veterans and high performing talent. Because through my own personal experiences and that of countless other veterans, I saw how recruiting processes are really completely broken, and I wanted to fix that. And then, there's a core competency of our business as a services business. So we really hire for talent and outcomes, not just resumes and half-baked requirements. And so what makes us strong is our people are our strongest assets. So we're always looking for the best people, right? And then from there, I formed Thurian Capital, which is our independent sponsor firm, to help us grow through acquisition and add dual use capabilities that's going to fit with TCS and our overall mission that's there. And so that's kind of a broader vision for us. Those all three of those things serve each other and the mission. And then we really see a gap between, defense tech and the warfighter and the government requirements where, they really lack operator insight and execution. So we not only bridge that gap, right, but we want to bring in specialized talent and elite execution that's going to be able to affect those things on a higher level. Yeah, so we're a tech-enhanced critical support services company. We're focused on various aspects of integrated product support and logistics support, which, as you know, is incredibly broad. But we're most notably focused on lifecycle sustainment, training, maintenance, and modernization. Our mission is really to deliver reliable support services through specialized talent and elite execution that we do with soft best practices that help ensure readiness and mission success with precision, agility, and constant improvement. So TCS, they've been around for over 16 years. They're well established. It's beyond that startup phase, and they've been proving themselves as a reliable sub to prime contractors in the crane area and throughout the U.S. And other areas for a solid time, and they're constantly relied upon as that easy button that, hey, they know, we're going to get the job done, and it's going to be low risk and worry free. So that's a huge part, of our value that's there. We've continued to get additional work, and the primes, they see the value in the people that we bring to the table. So that's why a lot of our best people end up going, getting picked up by them as well. But since I've taken over, some of uh, really producing that value. So we do different things. So we approach things just in a different way. But the recruiting side of things, we're able to fill positions quickly. We were able to retain them. We're able to bring on highly qualified people and included surge staffing and surge support. Whether it's pre-RFPs for contracts, and you need to be able to get signed LOIs for folks and get those hard to find unicorn people, or get those hard to find positions in areas where they otherwise don't exist. We can leverage some networks to be able to do some of that. And just on the execution side of things, where our people are constantly commended, for being able to go above and beyond than just, hey, filling, doing the mindless thing, going a day out doing the same old thing. Like, their head is on a swivel and they're constantly looking for ways to improve and add additional value and help our prime partners execute more effectively. Our ability to execute and do what we say, oddly enough, we're able to operate with speed, precision, and agility. And that really comes down to doing the basic things extremely well. And it's hey, being reliable, getting deliverables on time and on budget, doing what you say you're going to do, and being a really master of those basics. And to that end, what I did, as a leader when I came in, I asked myself, well, hey, what makes special operations really great? Because they've been around for over 100 years, and it's like, okay, well, hey, they've got that institutional knowledge of those best practices, and how can I apply that to business? So we have something that I created, soft business concepts, and we use that as a playbook on how we execute. And this is really capitalizing on a lot of the things that we've done well in the past as far as our execution goes. And like I mentioned before, we have that innovation and solutions mindset. So where we're at, especially if you're in that, sustainment side of things, and you're in there right of the life cycle. You're knee deep into all the details of any given project, and you're literally in the best position to be able to innovate and come up with new and greater ways of doing things. You just have to have your mind switched on to be able to analyze and think about things in a different way. And so we're systematically implementing that across the board and everything that we're doing. So the execution piece, and it comes down, like I said, also to, our core values, they're not just words on paper, right? And I took, some of the soft principles and the soft attributes that are in there, but really, we execute on our core values every single day, and we make it at the forefront of everybody's minds. And our core values are service. You got to serve something greater than yourself. Our people are our strongest asset. Constant improvement. You just have to be always looking on how can you do things better, because you can always make those incremental improvements. And then excellence and solutions. So you have that solutions mindset. And if you have all of those things, you're always going to execute very well.